Is the writing now on the wall? Hey everybody, Scott Walters, welcome into the channel. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. Before we get into today's red hot topic, I'm going to politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below. Please watch to the end for my final thought. Hit the bell icon so you're notified when new videos are released. It's very important to stay close to the channel in these very, very tricky times. All right, folks, let me take this quick opportunity to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. So yeah, folks, here's the deal. The writing absolutely is on the wall now. I hope most of you can see this. We're going through a cooling trend already. And I mean, there's the I gotta laugh. I've gotta laugh at this stuff sometimes, folks. I mean, I don't know what else I can do to try to sound the alarm. I know most of my viewers are absolutely of the mindset, real estate bubble, top of the market, crash risk. Most of you absolutely get it, but I got to tell you, folks, I deal with people on a daily basis that are out trying to buy in the biggest housing bubble that ever existed in history. They're trying to buy at the top of the market. And as a salesman, as a real estate agent, you know, of course, I always want to meet people no matter where their property needs are. So like I said, for some people, I just really have, you know, I have no worries about them. If they're rich and they're wealthy and they've got tons of money and they're all cash, you know, that's one thing. You know, I'm a salesman. I'm going to sell it to them. But some people that are coming in, these new home buyers, minimum amounts down, first-time home buyer programs, they're spending their life savings, they're borrowing money, whatever the case may be, to buy at the height of the market. Those are the people I really tend to I got to worry about them a little bit, only because I was there once. I bought at the height. I drained a bank account for a down payment, and I didn't even come in swinging with a heavy down payment, and I dragged a depreciated asset, a house that was upside down, meaning I owed more money to the bank than what the house would sell for. And believe me, folks, coming up for air, those times are coming for many, many Americans. The thing that concerns me a little bit more about this one, this was a global pandemic, and every single big country with big government is doing the same thing as ours, spending themselves into oblivion with just failures on so many levels. Consumer confidence is completely down with all the iBuyer programs, whether you're Zillow, Redfin, Open Door, any of the big websites. They should have just stuck to being big websites, selling advertising to agents or companies to be on their site, but they got greedy, just like what happened with these big real estate websites is they knew they had a captured audience. They don't care about you. All they saw you as is a number, as data, as a captured audience, and they were not content with just selling advertising anymore. They wanted more out of you. They wanted to keep you and be your real estate agent, basically. They wanted to sell you homes, and they blew it, and they blew it in a big way. If you don't believe me, check their stock values. They are all in the tank, and they're not climbing out. These guys are in huge, huge trouble. Zillow saw the writing on the wall. I mean, let's just call a spade for a spade here, folks. Zillow saw the writing on the wall. Why else do you think they suspended all buying programs? They know they were greedy. They made money selling ad space on their website because they had a huge reach and a captured audience. They saw their numbers starting to decline, and they saw basically the writing on the wall where we're going to hit a cool down, and they had a bunch of properties that are going to continue to go down in value. You would never sell properties off the way they sold properties off if you didn't know that they were coming down in value. And folks, when you look at the other big investors, like we've talked about with Warren Buffett on the sidelines, when you look at Elon Musk selling off a ton of his own stocks, something he said he'd never do, to get his money on capital. When you see Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, selling off a bunch of his stocks to get capital. When you see I could just keep going on. Like I opened the video with, this is writing on the wall, folks. This is writing on the wall. And it's just so tricky for me because I see so many people just so blinded to the fact that we are headed for a downturn. And I see so many new young content creators trying to paint this picture of relying on data and trends and charts and tea leaves and anything they can read to try, and they're convinced they've cracked the code. They haven't. They haven't. This is people. This is a people business. This is psychology. This is the psychology of sales, folks. And as somebody who's been doing this for a long time, I can tell you exactly what's going to happen here. If we rely on purely data-driven content or information, rather, we're going to be able to see a decline. And we're going to watch the property market decline. You've got to understand, folks, what's more likely to happen right now is, just like I said when I came to YouTube not too long ago, started saying what we're going to see is a mental shift. We've already seen it in terms of consumer confidence down, stock values and real estate companies going down. The writing is clearly on the wall. I think you would agree with that. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you disagree or agree. And then what we're going to see next is what we're seeing next is an already cooling period, typically in the real estate market, with winter coupled with inflation going through the roof. People are just, it's just insanity. It's insanity to me. The only people left that are going to be buying houses right now are people that are just completely blind. And folks, I gotta confess, in the last housing bubble, I bought near the height of the market, like I mentioned, and I was completely blind. People warned me, and I didn't listen. Once you make up your mind to buy, you're going to buy. I cannot change. Like I said, when I deal with customers and I know they're going to buy, it doesn't matter what I tell them. I could tell them, hey, listen, and believe me, I've said this today to a buyer. I said, hey, listen, it's probably not going to hurt you to wait. We're starting to get a little bit of a cooling period now with wintertime. It's typically a cool off period. And this is probably going to continue to trend. We are I can't just come out and tell them, I'm predicting a bubble and a crash. I say many experts are predicting that we are in fact, at the height of the market. It's going to go down before it goes up. So folks, and final thoughts, my job, continue to be here for you, to sound the alarm, a voice of reason in what's a very, very unreasonable world we live in now. The world is now showing a lot of birth pains of what it showed back in 2008. In 2008, it was the same exact scenario in terms of, hey, everybody, the market's cooling off a little bit and interest rates are still low. It's a great time to buy. That is going to be the narrative you will hear going through this winter. Wait for it, watch for it. I can almost guarantee it with a high level of certainty. What you're going to hear is those exact words, and I will repeat them again. Hey, everybody, prices are softening and interest rates are still low. It's a great time to buy. You're going to hear it, folks. You're going to hear it. I guarantee it. And I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to be here waiting for it, because my job, again, is to make, I know for me to become wealthy, I have to make you wealthy first. And if I have to protect you on the sidelines and help you retain your wealth so we can be in position to go buy, you're going to want money to be in position to buy. Banks like when you come in with some skin in the game. If you're coming in like, I only want to put the minimum amounts down, well, you're not going to get your loans as quick. You come in heavy, you're going to get funding quick, and you're going to be in the game, and that's the right way to buy anyway. So I hope you appreciate it. If you did, please do me a favor. Simply give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below. Go make it count today, and we'll see you on the next video.